They're going to look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. He's got it to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got fourth and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Redskins. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Browns. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Green 90. Green 90.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. An update now from Oakland. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
So you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
They'll set up the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Blue 45.
Mahomes now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams from 3 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Aguayo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw once more. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Jordan Reed has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Hunt, 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 hunt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Blue 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance.
And he's into the clear. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicker, Roberto, is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Desmond King picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's flushed out left. And shedding through the tackle. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Room past it, and he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.